In the late 19th century in 1895, Richard Sorge was born in Baku, Azerbaijan, to a family of mixed origins. His father was a German engineer and his mother was Russian. Sorge grew up in a European environment amidst the political tensions sweeping the continent. When he was a child, his family moved to Germany where he received his education. Sorge was an intelligent young man with a passion for politics, but he wasn't initially interested in espionage. In 1914, with the outbreak of World War I, Sorge joined the German army. During one of the battles on the Western Front, he was severely wounded. During his recovery, he became interested in Marxism and the communist ideas that were attracting the attention of educated European youth. After World War I ended, Sorge returned to Germany to complete his studies, earning a PhD in political science. But his life did not follow a traditional academic path. Instead, he was drawn to the German Communist Party, which he quickly joined. As communist ideas gained influence in post-war Europe, Sorge caught the attention of the Soviet Union, which was looking for individuals with exceptional abilities to work in its international spy network. In the early 1920s, Sorge was recruited by Soviet intelligence, known at the time as the Cheka and later the NKVD. He was assigned espionage missions in several European countries, but he was soon sent to the Far East, where the great powers were competing for influence. In 1929, Sorge arrived in Shanghai, where he worked undercover as a German journalist. His mission in China was to build a spy network capable of providing information on the military and political movements of the major powers in the region, particularly Japan. Sorge was able to establish close relationships with prominent members of the Chinese government, as well as foreign journalists and diplomats. But a bigger and more dangerous mission awaited Sorge. In 1933, he was tasked with moving to Japan, where he was to establish a new spy network amid the rise of militarism in the country. When Sorge arrived in Japan, he presented himself as a German journalist working for the Frankfurter Zeitung. Thanks to his social skills and adaptability, he quickly gained the trust of many Japanese officials, as well as members of the German embassy in Tokyo. Sorge forged close friendships with senior military and diplomatic officials, including German General Huguenot, who was then the military attaché at the German embassy. Sorge pretended to be loyal to the Nazi regime, which made him trusted by many German officials. Thanks to this cover, he was able to access confidential and sensitive information about the military plans of Germany and Japan. In 1941, Sorge's mission became more critical than ever. Germany was planning to invade the Soviet Union, and Moscow was in desperate need of knowing Japan's intentions. Would Japan attack the Soviet Union from the east? This was the question that could determine the fate of the war. Thanks to his sources within the Japanese government, Sorge was able to convey crucial information to Moscow. Japan would not attack the Soviet Union and would instead focus on expanding into Southeast Asia. This information allowed Stalin to transfer Soviet forces from the Far East to the West to face the German army, significantly contributing to the Soviet victory in the Battle of Moscow. Despite his great successes, Sorge's luck began to run out.